lifelong love for the Mariners, which is finally being reciprocated by them to him so far in the summer of 2022. Nathan DeShriver coming up on 1240 Joe Radio.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you gonna start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
We set them up.
For over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren down.
Nathan in 3, 2, 1.
Commercial service. Albin's Plumbing has been serving the local area with quality products and craftsmanship for over 40 years.
Is this the last of the 30s, Garrett?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Teamwork equals exceptional customer service.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Welcome back into Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. A nice mariachi band in the background for my conversation with Nathan DeShriver on a warm, muggy, late July evening in Corvallis. A pleasure to welcome a guy who helped the Knights win. Congratulations. I thought was a very good outing for you last night. Look, at times, maybe some things didn't go exactly as you would hope, but it looked like when it counted, you made some really quality pitches. How did you feel about it overall?
Overall, I was happy with my performance. I'm always going to have things to work on, and I think I'm just growing as a player right now, and every day I'm honestly just trying to get 1% better, and I think yesterday I definitely got better, and I definitely boosted my confidence, and I'm ready for the playoffs to go win this thing again.
Absolutely. And Nathan, what are the things you've identified, maybe with Coach Yoon and Bo and yourself, and just looking at whatever it is you study about trying to get back into a groove? What are some of ththose things you've identified?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is if you look at all my stats, I don't really get hit that hard. I'm honestly my own worst enemy out there most of the time, and I think I'm just trying to eliminate things mentally. I think it's a big mental thing for me, and I'm just trying to play loose and just play myself. And honestly, when I just trust myself and my performance, and that's what I do best. And playing with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder always helps too. So, where does that chip come from? Is it from people who've doubted you, people who said, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that? Where do you get that motivation? Well, I always just have to, every day, I always try to find a new kind of chip on my shoulder, but it's just always something I'm just trying to prove to everyone that I can be the best pitcher on the team, and I'm just trying to fill my role in this team, and just motivated because my dream is to play professional baseball, and that's kind of just my chip. I just want to accomplish that dream. From a pure stuff standpoint, Nathan, it looks like that dream is achievable. Do you feel good about your pitches and your pitchability and so on? Yeah. I know I have the stuff. I think I just need to get past myself, and I'm going to. And once that happens, the limit is there's no limit. I'm just going to keep working my butt off every day and just keep getting after it and bigger and stronger. So, Nathan, how does Coach Yoon help, and this organization and these coaches help in that process? Well, I just think they help some play that much, which was fine. I had a lot of seniority ahead of me, and then I came here and just talking to the coaches the first week, I could just tell they believe in myself, and I wanted to play baseball again every day, and I don't know. I just think that how much they care about me and how much they want to see me succeed, and I think it just means a lot to me, and it helps me get to the field every day and give it my all. So
Nathan Shriver, my guest. Nathan, you're playing in a great organization here, but obviously a tremendous program at Gonzaga with yourself. You have the confidence that you'll be one of those frontline guys or a guy part of Coach Macdoff's plans next spring.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I was very cool to get and play behind those guys, and just like honestly, I learned more from them than any other coach in my life. Just like, being with them every day, watching how they do things, kind of like mimicking their things. I mean, obviously they know what they're doing. They all got, they all made it, the last week. And I was just so proud of them. And, it just like after watching that, it just like gave me that little bit of a chip on my shoulder to like work harder just to so I can fill those shoes this next year and the following year. So
and be one of those guys in a couple of years that hears your name called during the draft weekend like they did. Last couple of things. Nathan, you're from Bainbridge Island. I've never asked you this before, but that short ferry ride across to Seattle, did you grow up a big Mariners fan? And if so, are you enjoying this season a little bit even though you're busy here every day?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm always a Mariners fan. I mean it's been hard. It's really been testing me because they've had a rough couple seasons. But this year, I mean, I've been following along. The M's are hot, and I wish I was in Seattle right now to be going to a game. I was like just talking to some family, and I was like, yeah, we got to go to another Mariners game. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to get to one after this season and relax a little bit, and then get back after in the fall.
Absolutely, and you'll have a month of a pennant race, a wild card race. Julio's been amazing, so I'm happy for you and Mariner fans everywhere because you're right. It's been a long time, but they're making a push for it, as are you. Last thing, how important is it to you and you think the guys collectively to go get a 6th straight championship?
Well, I mean, you can just see, we had to say bye to a couple guys the past couple of days, and you can just see, how upset they are that they're leaving this. And it's like, I remember last season, I went the whole summer, I pushed through everything, I was a high school kid, we won the thing. And I remember the next day I came back to the locker to, get all my stuff, and everything was gone, it was just empty, quiet, and it was like, wow, the summer feels so long when you're playing and everything, and then you finally it ends, and you're just like, wow, I made so many great connections and memories, and there was hard moments and there was great moments, and it's just like, I have no doubt in my mind that we're not going to make it this year, and and we're all ready. We're all playing good right now, and we just got to keep this rolling, and we will.
Nathan, thank you for the time. It was great to have you back again this summer. Look forward to seeing you down the stretch in the playoffs. Thanks for taking time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Nathan Shriver, my guest. The first pitch is just around the corner. The Knights and Springfield, with the Knights seeking another sweep on this warm July night in Corvallis. Thanks for joining us on 1240 Joe Radio.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a
great
we
can
selection
go
of
the
warm
full
weather
two
shirts,
here.
Sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport
Thank
coats
you.
for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser. From hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The Kubota B-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious, made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Cole Kleckner leading off in left field for the Drifters. Ian Lawson worked ahead of Cole 0-2. It's now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, a slap foul by Cole towards the TNT Builders party deck. He keeps the AB alive as we open the final game. Breeze is blowing out, a bit muggy and not quite as hazy today as it was 2 nights ago here. The pitch to Kleckner fouled away again. Cole, a left-handed hitter, leading off in left field. On deck, the second baseman, the 2-2. 3 called. Trevor Antonsen, the second baseman, to the plate. Dane Frazier batting third, the designated hitter. Cade Christ, the cleanup hitter at first base. Taylor Holder batting fifth in right field. Sheehan O'Connor hitting sixth at shortstop. Lawson's first pitch misses up and in to Antonsen, 1-0 the count. Nathan Stevens batting seventh and catching. Michael Soper hitting eighth at third base. Cannon Reeder batting ninth in center. Lawson's 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, 1-1 the count. James Boone gets the start for the Springfield Drifters on the bump. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lawson to the plate. Fastball, knee high. Outside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the count. Boone will be making his 8th start. He's a left-hander from the University of Redlands. Fastball away from Ian, ball 2, 2-2. Our national anthem was performed tonight, and nicely so, by the Mariachi Steam Camp trumpet section. A comebacker, barehanded, on a nice play by Big Ian Lawson. He tosses the ball over to first to get Antonsen. Ian using all of his 6'7" frame to make that play. 2 down. And that'll bring Dane Frazier, the designated hitter, to the plate. Dane out of Yakima Valley College. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the first. First pitch strike from Ian to Frazier. 0-1 the count. Ian Lawson and Ryan Stafford, the Knights battery. Tanner Smith at first, Mason Lee at second, Timo Becerra at short, Tyler Quinn at third. The strike 1 pitch, foul back, and the count 0-2. In the outfield, Titus Dimitru in left, Logan Johnstone in center, and Brady Lavoie in right. The strike 2 pitch misses. Low and in, ball 1. 1-2 to Dane Frazier. 2 outs, nobody on, just getting started. The 1-2 pitch misses to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cade Christ, the on-deck hitter. Jordan Sunich coaching at first base for the Springfield Drifters, calling the offense. The 2-2 fastball from Ian. In there, strike 3 called. It is an excellent start for Ian Lawson. He retires the side in order. 2 by called thirds. And we go to the bottom of the first. Springfield nothing. The Knights coming up. Back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com. Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the first inning, left-hander James Boone ready to go to the left-hand hitting Logan Johnstone, and the first pitch misses to Logan, who's now hitting .323 with 10 runs batted in. Boone comes back to the plate with a 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. No score. Bottom of the first inning. Boone is making his 8th appearance. He's worked 30 2/3, 30 hits, 14 earned runs, 11 walks, 16 strikeouts, a record of 1-2, and an earned run average of 4.10. Boone delivers low, ball 2. 2-1 to Logan Johnstone with Mason Lee on deck, Kiko Romero to follow. The 1-2 pitch, a 2-hopper to the left of the shortstop, Sheehan O'Connor. From behind the bag, he throws and pulls Cade Christ off the bag. Cade had to reach up and try to maintain contact with the bag and was unable to with his right foot. Thus a throwing error on Sheehan O'Connor to open the game. And the batter will be Mason Lee. Open the game defensively for the Springfield Drifters. The Knights lineup, Johnstone in center, leading off. Mason Lee at the plate now in the 2-hole at second base. Kiko Romero getting a night off from the field, batting third, the designated hitter. Boone delivers high to Lee, ball 1. The cleanup hitter and the catcher, Ryan Stafford. Batting fifth is Brady Lavoie. He's in right field. In the 6th hole, Titus Dimitru in left. Tanner Smith batting 7th at first base. The lanky James Boone to the plate. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike to Mason. Timo Becerra hitting 8th at shortstop. Tyler Quinn batting 9th at third base. And Ian Lawson has already turned in a 1-2-3 inning and 2 strikeouts in the top of this first inning. The 1-1 pitch, Mason Lee shows bunt, takes a strike. The count 1-2. Mason at .254, a homer, 20 runs batted in. Logan Johnstone aboard at first on the error. He's 6 for 7 in stolen bases. The lefty Boone stares down Logan, comes with a 1-2 pitch up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Boone out of beautiful Sammamish, Washington. 6'2", 165. The left-hander reading his battery mate Nate Stevens. No score, bottom of the first inning. Johnstone held on by Cade Christ. The pitch to Mason is hit foul, and this one manages to get into the upper grandstand just below the McGrath family press box. A nice catch by a Knights fan. He's got a Knights cap, a Knights jersey on. He made the play on a hop and then received a kiss from his loved one. head coach Brooke Knight has in mind here. The Knights a very aggressive base running club. Likely that Johnstone will be on the move. Kiko Romero next. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. Mason Lee awaits. Boone stares down Logan, who does go, and the 3-2 pitch lifted foul above the Omaha room down to the right. It remains 3-2. A Block 15 Thursday presented by Block 15 Brewing. They've been a partner, Block 15 has, with the Knights for 14 years with multiple locations throughout the Corvallis community, and been a big boon to the ballpark experience all season and all seasons long, but particularly on Thursdays. The 3-2 pitch to Mason Lee. Johnstone didn't go this time. The pitch is high for ball 4. Logan heads down to second. Kiko Romero to the plate. Kiko at 263, 5 homers, 27 runs batted in. He and Eli Kennel now share the team lead in homers. Xander Darby also hit 5, but Xander has completed his summer with the Corvallis Knights, although we hold out hope based on something Xander's father Don said that maybe leaving the door open for a possible return for the playoffs for Xander. But it has to be it has to feel right. It has to be natural, so to speak. Kiko Romero takes low, ball 1, 1-0. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the first, no score. Logan Johnstone at second, Mason Lee at first. Kiko Romero in the 3-hole, swings and lifts it foul to the left and out of play. The count 1-1. That's a phrase, if it's natural, that's always exerted a bit of a fascination for me, in that many years ago, the pastor of the church I was attending was kind of one of those, I don't know for good or ill, but he was kind of one of those superstar type guys, well known for his communicative abilities, powerful personality. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, nobody out. The left-hander James Boone kicks and comes to the plate, breaking ball low, ball 2, 2-1. His name was Roy Hicks Jr. Tremendous respect for that man. He ended up passing away in a plane crash. He was by himself and crashed into the side of a mountain down in southern Oregon, I believe in the spring of '94. But the Far West Classic, the basketball event, was coming, and he came up to my friend Bobby Wilson, Jim Wilson's brother, and me and said, "Hey, are you guys going up to the Classic?" The pitch to Romero, down and away, ball 3, 3-1. First of all, we couldn't believe he was talking to us. We were both in college at the time, and this legendary type figure, "Are you guys going to the Classic?" "Well, yes." "Maybe I'll ride along with you." Our jaws dropped. And then he added, "if it's natural." 2 on, nobody out. It turned out not to be natural. The 3-1 pitch to Romero, a line drive caught by Chris, throws back to second to Sheehan O'Connor, not in time. Kiko Romero, a soft line drive into the mitt of Cade Christ, who makes the catch. Good base running on the part of Logan Johnstone to get back to second ahead of Christ's attempt to double him off. So with 1 away, Ryan Stafford, the batter. Stafford, the right-hand hitting catcher, has done a tremendous job for the Knights. He's hitting .400, 8 for 20 in his 7 games with 7 runs batted in. Stafford trying to get the Knights on the board here in the bottom of the first. The left-hander James Boone to the plate, breaking ball down and in. Ball 1, 1-0. And it's essentially what Don Darby, Xander's father, said the other day. We'd like to get Xander back if, and I almost finished, if it's natural. In other words, if there isn't a great deal of strain and stress to make it happen. We'd love to hope that it's natural for Xander to get back here for postseason play. The pitch to Stafford, stroked into right center field, base hit. Cannon Reeder plays the ball on a hop. Logan Johnstone had to make sure the ball got down, so he contents himself with a stop at third base on the Stafford single to center. And Brady Lavoie will come to the plate. The defensive alignment for these Springfield Drifters. A battery of Boone and Nate Stevens, Cade Christ at first, Trevor Antonson at second, Sheehan O'Connor at short, Michael Soper at third, Cole Kleckner in left, Cannon Reeder in center, Taylor Holder, a hometown kid out of Crescent Valley High School, in right field. Brady Lavoie at the plate, bases loaded, one out. Brady swings and lifts one Taylor Holder's way. Logan Johnstone will get on the bag. Holder the catch. Johnstone on his way to the plate, and he's in with a head-first slide on the sacrifice fly by Brady Lavoie. The Knights lead it 1-0. It's an unearned run, with Johnstone getting aboard on an error to open the frame. 1-0 Knights. Titus Dimitru will come to the plate. And a nice job by Brady, getting just enough. Holder made it close. The former pitcher, now playing primarily in the field, and I believe that's his future at the University of Nevada. Out of the portal from the University of Oregon, where he played sparingly, and I think he'll have greater opportunities now down in Nevada. But he made it close, a strong throw. But Johnstone runs well enough. The ball hit to medium deep right. 1-0 Knights. The pitch is in the turf, and Ryan Stafford reads it well and heads down to second on the wild pitch. 1-0 to Titus Dimitru. Brady Lavoie executing the game well and getting his first sacrifice fly of the summer and his 20th run batted in. The 1-0 pitch to Titus Dimitru misses away, ball 2, 2-0. Dimitru looking for a couple of runs batted in. 276, 18 runs driven in thus far this summer. Heading down the stretch, August just around the corner, the playoffs that the Knights will participate in for the 15th consecutive summer, meaning every year since they've made the move from Aloha to Corvallis. Dimitru takes a strike, and the count 2-1 to Titus. 1-0 here, bottom of the first inning. Mason Lee at third, Ryan Stafford at second. James Boone, the lefty, comes set, delivers, and misses away, ball 3. Tanner Smith, the on-deck hitter. Three balls and one strike the count to Titus Dimitru. Boone from the stretch. And the left-hander's 3-1 pitch misses for ball 4 to load the bases. Tanner Smith will come to the plate. The Knights winning last night's ball game 9-6 for their 10th straight win. Springfield with numerous opportunities. They ended up leaving 16 men on base. The Knights hope that they can stay away from that and get a big hit here. Tanner Smith hoping to provide it with the sacks full and 2 down. He takes high from James Boone. 1 ball and no strikes the count. From the stretch, James Boone back to the plate. Smith, a drive to left field. Back on the ball goes Kleckner to the track, to the fence. Tanner Smith does provide the big blow. A 3-run home run for Tanner Smith, and the Knights lead it 4-0. Tanner Smith had 3 homers on Monday in a non-league game, but they didn't count in the West Coast League stats. He gets his first home run that does count in the West Coast League reckoning. A grand slam home run, for Tanner Smith after the walk to Dimitru. And Tanner Smith with the grand slam to left on top of the 14-foot fence. And shades of Cal Berkeley when he hit a grand slam to help the Knights seal a game in Pac-12 play during the Pac-12 season last spring. He hits a grand slam here. It's 5-0 Knights in the bottom of the first. Timo Becerra, the batter. James Boone's first pitch to Timo misses high, ball 1-0. Tanner Smith getting all of that one, hitting it above the 14-foot fence onto the roof of the hitting structure. Timo Becerra, a ground ball to Michael Soper at third. Soper fields and throws Timo out to end the inning. But a strong start for the Corvallis Knights. They get 5 runs in the inning. And the big blow, the grand slam for Tanner Smith. The only consolation for poor James Boone is all of the runs are unearned. We go to the second. A great start for the Knights. The Knights 5 and the Springfield Drifters nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
If you're fed up with dirty grout lines, maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Alvin at Alvin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured marble is an affordable way to get the look of marble, and the best part is, no grout lines, affordable and easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Alvin's Plumbing's all we do.
Not 100
Call 754-8282.
Okay, good.
Alvin's Plumbing.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the second inning, 5-0 Knights. Cade Christ fouling the first pitch from Ian Lawson into the upper grandstand on the right. Ian strike one pitch taken for strike two by Cade. 0-2 the count. Cade Christ, Taylor Holder, and Sheehan O'Connor. The strike two pitch, a grounder slowly to Tyler Quinn at third. Tyler throws it over the head of Tanner Smith for an error to open the second inning. Tyler has played a very solid third base. Yeah, and that was a chance that appeared to be rather routine. But the throw sails on him, and Taylor Holder, the batter. Now, the Knights took advantage of an error to open the bottom of the first inning in a huge way. They ended up scoring 5 unearned runs. Tanner Smith's grand slam, the coup de grace of the frame, and now Ian Lawson with a 5-run lead works on Holder, who chops one up along third, foul. No balls and 1 strike the count. It is nice to have another good crowd in this evening. I'm saddened, but I understand these things. But Corey Jean Galvin is 17 years of age today. She has been at this ballpark for a number of birthday celebrations over the years, but Corey Jean has another family activity going on her 17th birthday. But Grandpa's here representing, and that's good. And we hope to see Corey Jean return for the playoffs. The pitch to Taylor misses high, ball 1, 1-1. 5-0 Knights in the second. Taylor Holder, the pride of Crescent Valley High School, awaits Ian's 1-1 pitch and swings through it. 1-2 the count. Sheehan O'Connor on deck. The Knights in Walla Walla tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. It appears that all 3 games will get underway at 7:30. The first two scheduled for 7:05. The extra 25 minutes might save a degree or two. Holder pops one foul down the right field line. A long run for Brady Lavoie and Mason Lee. The ball eludes them on the track down the line. And the count goes to 1-2. Yes, 25 minutes, 7:30 instead of 7:05. Now, the Sunday night game was set for 6:05. It appears that's going to be moved to 7:30. The why and the wherefore of moving the games back a bit, well, how about 108 degrees all 3 days? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Taylor Holder. 5-0 Knights in the second. Lawson sails his fastball up and in. The count even to Taylor at 2-2. That's a finding. I've read a little bit about it in advance. A swimming hole in Milton Freewater. The 2-2 breaking ball taken. A little bit high, ball 3. Pretty good pitch by Ian. And Taylor Holder fortunate to still be up there. In fact, I think the pitch was so good and broke off so smartly that it surprised the home plate arbiter. That looked like a strike. 3-2 to Holder. Ian from the stretch, the 3-2 pitch pulled foul past Coach Sunich, who in the 90-degree weather that we start with tonight does have his Springfield Drifters long sleeve jacket on. 3-2 the count. I hope not to see long sleeve jackets at any point in Walla Walla on anybody. But there is a swimming hole, I'm told, in Milton Freewater. A throw over to first base and back to the bag dives Christ. Reading the forecast and seeing 108, 107, 109 in that range set me searching for swimming holes, and I found one in Milton Freewater where I hope to spend the days leading into the ball games. The runner goes, the 3-2 pitch is ball 4. Tough inning on 2 respects. First, the runner at second is aboard on an error. Secondly, Taylor Holder, I think, should have been rung up on the breaking ball. In second, nobody out. The Knights leading 5-0. Sheehan O'Connor, the batter. The one thing about Springfield last night, they kept the pressure on. I mentioned they left 16. They scored 6 runs. There was never a point where the Knights, even with a pretty big lead, felt completely comfortable, just the way Springfield was on the attack. And here with a 5-0 lead, Springfield has come right back with a chance to do some damage. Ryan Stafford is crossed up on the first pitch from Ian Lawson and takes low. Ryan goes out to confer with his tall battery mate. Ian Lawson listed at 6'7", Ryan Stafford at 5'9", and it's a pretty good discrepancy. The first pitch was a strike, I know. Breaking ball called for a strike in the count 0-1. Did I say ball, Paul? I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess I said ball. I also missed a grand slam. Having a tough night of it here tonight. 5-0 Knights in the second. Lawson back to the plate, swung on and hit foul into Urchin Alley, and the count 0-2. Yeah, I did get a little lost on the Tanner Smith grand slam. My apologies. I keep looking at texts. Tonight was a night where we put down poor old Joe, and I had to leave to get to the ballpark here, our boxer. And my family's been sending me things. The pitch on the way is swung on and missed, strike 3 of what they've been doing in terms of the place where he's buried on my daughter's land. And so it's a sad and emotional night. My apologies. If I get a little lost here and there, it's been one of those tough days, as I think all of you who have, and that's every one of you, I hope, have had a beloved pet in your life, and when they go, a part of you goes, and it's difficult. One away, Sheehan O'Connor strikes out. Nathan Stevens, the batter, and the first pitch to Nathan misses for ball 1, 1-0. Chris aboard on an error. Taylor Holder walked. Sheehan O'Connor strikes out. 1-0 to Nate Stevens. Stretch, and the right-hander's 1-0 pitch. Fastball low for ball 2, 2-0. The Knights getting 5 in the bottom of the first inning. Tanner Smith, a grand slam. Something he accomplished for the Beavers in the spring, and he gets one for the Corvallis Knights this summer. Springfield trying to come right back. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Hit foul off third, out of play. The count, 2 balls and 1 strike. If you get a chance, if you have been, if you love dogs and have had dogs in your life, there's a poem I commend to you by Robinson Jeffers, Jeffers. I'm sure some of you know of it. Robinson Jeffers, and it's entitled The House Dog's Grave. And we read it together as a family today, and it brought tears to all of our eyes. It's a beautiful piece of work. And I recommend it to you if you get a chance. Look it up and read it and see. If it doesn't move you, then I'm not sure what will. The pitch on the way to Nate Stevens, hit foul to the left and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nathan, with the Knights leading 5-0 in the top of the second inning. Out of the stretch works Ian, and the 2-2 pitch swung on and tapped foul at the plate. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to the left-hand hitting Nathan Stevens. Nate started 2 ball games for the Cougs this past spring. Played in 9 ball games. Heading off to Johnson County Community College. He was in Arkansas in 2020. He takes strike 3 called, 2 down. So a well-traveled catcher. Arkansas in 2020, Johnson County Community College in Kansas. And heading off to Washington State, he spent, as I mentioned, 9 ball games. If I'm reading the stats correctly, 9 games with the Cougs this past spring, but figures to be a much more important part of Coach Green's lineup next year. The first pitch to Michael Soper, misses low, ball 1. Soper out of Sprague High School and competing at Lynn Benton Community College. 1-0 the count to Michael. 2 on, 2 out, 5-0 Knights in the second. Ian Lawson back to the plate. Soper takes low and in. Ball 2, 2-0. Cannon Reeder, the on-deck hitter. A lot of students coming on campus here for some of the entry programs for fall term. I see many of them walking around campus today and beyond the railroad tracks. The pitch to Soper, a fly ball to center, and right there is Logan Johnstone to make the catch, and the inning is over. But it is nice to see we're getting closer. August just around the corner. Fall camp starts for Beaver football next week. Media Day tomorrow in Los Angeles. And that's always a sure sign that a new season just around the corner. But the Knights coming down the stretch of this season. It's been a great one, and so far so good tonight. The Drifters leave 2. At the end of 1.5, the Knights 5 and Springfield 0 on 1240 Joe Radio. Okay, thank you.
That's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun. Right here. That's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
5-0 Knights as we go to the bottom of the second inning. James Boone to Tyler Quinn, the Knights' third baseman. Tyler takes high and away, ball one. Tyler Quinn, Logan Johnstone, and Mason Lee in the second. Boone's 1-0 pitch, just inside, ball two. 2-0 to Tyler. Tyler hitting .310 with 16 runs batted in. A very good summer for Tyler, who swings, and it's a chopper on one hop to third. Michael Soper up with it and throws across to get his opposite number. One away, and Logan Johnstone aboard on an error last inning. That opened the door for a 5-run frame for the Knights. Logan to the plate. Johnstone is starting the night second on the club in hitting at .323. Jonah Advincula, the team leader, at .336. Now Stafford is hitting .400 coming into the ball game, and now above .400 with a base hit last inning, but he's only played now in 8 games. Johnstone lifts one to left field. Cole Kleckner is right there to make the catch. 2 down. And Mason Lee to the plate. Mason drew a walk last inning and scored one of the Knights' 5 runs. Just one note on this date in baseball history. Vida Blue, born July 28, 1949. The pitch on the way, is in there for a strike. Maybe that's where I'm getting hung up. A little bit of too much umpiring done by yours truly from up here. And a little late on the call, the home plate arbiter. James Boone ready, the strike one pitch. Swung on, a ground ball back up the middle to the right of the second baseman, Antonsen. Off-balance throw, not in time. A good effort by Trevor, but Mason Lee is aboard on the single back up the middle, bringing Kiko Romero to the plate. Vida Blue took baseball by storm in 71. I believe it was 71. And this phenom, Vida Blue, went 24-8 with an ERA of under 2, if I'm remembering my baseball card stats correctly. Kiko Romero lined out last inning, steps in now against Boone, and takes low, ball one. And I remember thinking, now this kid is going to be maybe as good as anybody ever. He held out, a long holdout, to get a better contract from Charles O'Finley. Came back and only pitched half a season the following year and never really was the same again. The 1-0 pitch is high, a break by Mason Lee, and he's hung up in a rundown now. And the toss comes back to Boone, the first baseman, and Boone, the pitcher, I should say, covering, and Boone gets the tag on Mason Lee. I don't know if Mason missed a sign, decided to stop, and he was about halfway to second and ends up getting in a rundown and thrown out. And the inning is over. I've got it at 2-3-6-1, but there might have been another body in there somewhere in between. And down go the Knights in the second. No runs, a hit, nobody left. After 2, the Knights 5 and the Springfield Drifters nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Downward Dog across from the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights!
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
1240 Joe.
Hit third baseman Tyler Quinn. Tyler throws over to first to get Cannon, the Oregon State incoming ball player. Reeder retired, one away. Cole Kleckner takes high and away. The 1-0 pitch hit foul off third. Quinn has a look. This one carries on to the Jack Riley concourse on the third base side. 1-1 the count to Cole, who struck out looking to open the game. 5-0 Knights, top of the third inning. Ian Lawson back to the plate. A slicing drive to left. Titus Dimitru going back, shielding the sun, and is able to reach up and make the grab. Well done by Titus, 2 down. And Trevor Antonsen, the batter. The Knights getting 5 runs in the bottom of the first. The key blow, the Tanner Smith grand slam. Antonsen hit back to the box in the first inning. Ian Lawson comes to the plate. First pitch is swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. I don't think Vida ever won 20 again. He had some good years with the A's and with the Giants, but was never a 20-game winner again after going 24-8 in what was essentially his rookie year. Ground ball wide of third, knocked down by Quinn, gets up and throws him out. Good play. Kleckner can run. And Tyler Quinn diving, knocking it down, and has come back big from an error to open last inning. Tremendous play here, and the inning is over. At the end of 2.5, it's the Knights 5 and Springfield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids, off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany, online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
1240 Joe Radio.
5-0 Knights as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Kiko Romero leading things off against James Boone. Runs up as if to bunt and takes low, ball 1. James, the left-hander, comes back to Kiko. Ground ball to the hole. A diving stop in shallow right by Antonsen. Throws to first for the out. We have seen back-to-back excellent plays for the last 2 outs in this ball game. Tyler Quinn to end the top of the third inning, and Springfield second baseman Trevor Antonsen to begin the bottom half. Excellent play. Antonsen takes a base hit away from Kiko Romero. One away, and Ryan Stafford, who singled to center field, coming to the plate. Members of the Mariachi Steam Camp Band have come into the ballpark, the direction of Victor Villegas. They did a nice job with the national anthem and entertaining fans on the way into the ballpark tonight, and many of them taking their seats over here to our right, and they did a tremendous job with their sound before the game with the anthem and out in the entryway. Really an enjoyable evening, and we thank them for their efforts. The pitch to Ryan Stafford misses for ball 2, 2-0. 5-0 Knights, bottom of the third inning. Left-hander James Boone kicks and comes back to the plate. The 2-0 pitch hit sharply, speared by Michael Soper on a dive. He gets up and throws out Ryan Stafford. 2 down. And credit must be given to the Springfield Drifters defense here in the third. Kiko Romero had a base hit taken away on the diving play by second baseman Trevor Antonsen. And perhaps an even better play turned in by third baseman Michael Soper, diving to his left and taking the base hit away from Stafford. 2 down, Brady LeBoy, the hitter. First pitch to Brady from left-hander James Boone, misses outside, ball 1. LeBoy, a sacrifice fly in the first. Boone's 1-0 pitch to Brady, off speed and swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Vida held out for more money from Charlie Finley. Charlie did have, he had a promoter's zeal to the way he went about his business as the controversial owner of the A's. Lavoie, a drive to the gap into left center field. This will get by Cannon Reeder. Short hop the Nike sign out in left center field, and Lavoie cruises into second, a 2-out double. Well struck. And Titus Dimitru will come to the plate. Vida held out for more money in his contract, but turned down a bonus, an enticement, a bribe, a cash inducement. He turned it down. Charlie Finley wanted to have a ceremony in Oakland wherein Vida Blue changed his legal name, his legal first name, to True. Now, Vida was given, that's a great name in itself, Vida Blue, but Charlie said, look, you change it to True, we'll have a ceremony, I'll pay you X amount of dollars. Vida said no to that. Titus Dimitru takes a strike in the count 0-1, and it was Charlie Finley who, you remember the pitcher Johnny Odom and his nickname, Johnny Blue Moon Odom? Well, that was a Finleyism, and he paid Johnny to, Johnny wasn't Blue Moon Odom until he started pitching for Charlie Finley. The strike 1 pitch is in there for strike 2 to Titus Dimitru. Charlie was flamboyant. He was terribly stingy, but he also had a knack for a business sense, and he put together some great teams, 3 straight championship teams in Oakland, 72, 73, 74. The strike 2 pitch to Titus Dimitru misses outside, ball 1, 1-2. 5-0 Knights in the bottom of the third. And Marvin Miller has said Charlie Finley was the only one of the owners who understood how free agency could have actually been a boon for the owners, because Charlie figured it out. The 1-2 pitch on the way, chopped foul. Finley, when free agency, the specter of it was looming and owners were fearful of it, and then when it was sort of agreed on in principle, we've got to have a system, Finley was the only owner that said, let's make everybody free agents every year. It's a little bit like the transfer portal today in college sports, but let's make everybody free agents every year, and Miller cringed. He was terrified that the rest of the owners would agree to that. Out of the stretch, the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball down and in to Titus Dimitru. 2-2 the count. Brady Lavoie at second. 5-1 Knights in the bottom of the third. The genius of Marvin Miller's plan was that free agency would occur after periods of time, creating a market for different free agents at certain times after their 6 years of service. If everybody's a free agent every year, where's the market for the free agents? The 2-2 pitch, a comebacker, speared by James Boone. He underhands to Cade Christ, and the side is retired. And Marvin Miller, in his memoir, A Whole Different Ball Game, said that he was mortified that other owners would take up Charlie, and he said Charlie was the only one to figure it out. That would be a way to keep costs down, not raise the salaries to the levels we have come to know, thanks to the genius and hard work of Marvin Miller and the Players Association. No runs, a hit, one left. At the end of 3, the Knights 5 and Springfield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Knights 5 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. Springfield, no runs, no hits, and 1 error. Ian Lawson gets ahead of Trevor Antonson, the right-hand hitting second baseman, 0-2. Ian misses up and in, 1-2 to Trevor. Dane Frazier, the hitter, leading things off. And the 1-2 pitch to Dane misses to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dane Frazier, Cade Christ, and Taylor Holder in the third. Lawson's breaking ball taken. Strike 3 called. That's twice now that Dane Frazier has looked at a called third. Ian Lawson on this warm, muggy Thursday night in Corvallis pitching very good baseball. Cade Christ, the batter. Cade aboard on an error in the second inning. Ian working quickly, delivers fastball, swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Ian starting the night having worked 14 innings before this outing, 9 hits, just 2 earned runs, 9 walks, 8 strikeouts, an ERA of 1.28. The right-hander back to the plate. The strike 1 pitch is lofted foul down the right field line. Lavoie and Tanner Smith in pursuit. And a catch made by a fan who brought his glove. He didn't go Jeffrey Mayer on Lavoie. Lavoie had no chance to get it. Mayer, the 12-year-old hero, should never have been lionized for reaching into the field of play and taking a hit away, what probably would have been a home run for, I think, Cleveland in a playoff series. The strike 2 off speed, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 down. Excellent changeup from Ian Lawson, and he has back-to-back strikeouts to open the third. Taylor Holder, who drew a walk in the second inning, will come to the plate. But this young man down the right field line here at Goss Stadium made it look routine. Just reached the glove up and caught it. Nice play. Lawson's breaking ball misses inside to Taylor Holder. 5-0 Knights, all 5 runs in the first inning. Lawson back to the plate. Fastball lifted to right center field. Logan Johnstone moves over and back and pulls it in, and that's that. A 1-2-3 frame for Ian Lawson, and we are through 3.5. The Knights 5 and Springfield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing. We set them up, you knock them down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for you young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Island Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 5-0 Knights. Left-hander James Boone has gone all the way in his first pitch to Tanner Smith, who has the key swing and moment of this ballgame. A grand slam homer to left in the first. Is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. The strike one pitch pulled foul back of third, and the count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Heading to the heat of Walla Walla the next 3 days, 108 degrees for all 3 days, and likely, we haven't had it fully confirmed, but Bree Kirkbleet, the Knights team president, has put out an early warning, an alert, so to speak, that all 3 games are likely to start at 7:30, though your schedule may say 7:05, 7:05, and 6:05. The heat will likely lead to 7:30 starts in all 3. Tanner Smith with a count of 1-2 awaits Boone, who delivers a breaking ball high. 2-2 the count. And so to play in a little bit cooler weather Sunday night is a good thing, but the 90-minute later start means a much later arrival time back home after the ball game Sunday night. A fly ball into shallow right field. Trevor Antonsen, the second baseman, covering a lot of turf out in shallow right, makes the catch in front of Taylor Holder. 1 away, and Timo Becerra, the batter. But I was glad to read about this. One of the first questions my wife asked me anytime we go to the heat I go or we've gone together, Wenatchee, Yakima, the Wenatchee River we floated, the Yakima River we floated, the Deschutes River in Bend. The pitch on the way to Becerra, whacked into left field, base hit. Cole Kleckner over to cut it off. Becerra's on his way for 2. The throw is not in time. Timo Becerra, a 1-out double, a leg double. Kleckner got to the ball in good shape and in a hurry, but Becerra runs well, and as soon as he left the box, he knew he hit the ball in a spot that would give him a chance to get the 2-bagger. And Timo comes up with it, bringing Tyler Quinn to the plate. I've never floated the Walla Walla River, and I'm not sure I will this time either. But I was grateful to read that, quote, an excellent swimming hole can be found outside of Melton Freewater on the Walla Walla River. The pitch to Quinn, a strike, and the count 0-1. And that would be Harris Park. Several miles after you take a turn at the Harris Park sign, you'll come to the South Fork of the Walla Walla River. And there's apparently an excellent swimming hole there. And that's probably where I'm going to spend the days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, trying to keep cool with 108 degrees all 3 days expected. The strike one pitch tapped foul at the plate. The count 0-2 to Tyler Quinn, who grounded to third in the second inning. No balls and 2 strikes to Tyler. Timo Becerra, a leadoff double. Logan Johnstone on deck. James Boone, the left-hander, out of the stretch, kicks and comes to the plate and misses. Down and away to Tyler. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. And may it never be that someday somebody sings, as Bobby Bare did, poignantly, a song of his from the 60s, "They've covered up the old swimming hole." May it never happen there at Harris Park on the Walla Walla River. The pitch, at least not before this weekend. The pitch to Tyler Quinn rolled foul in front of the Knights dugout. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. When Bobby wrote and sang that song in the 60s, I don't know if he wrote it, but he sang it, "They've covered up the old swimming hole." One of the things he says they've covered it up with is something called a drive-in movie show is there now. Now, that was the modern touch in the 60s. I kind of miss those now, too. The 1-2 pitch with Becerra going to third. No throw. The pitch was low, and Timo is in. Good base running for Becerra. A leg double to open the inning. Gets a good jump on the left-hander James Boone. And Becerra into third base with his 4th stolen base of the summer. And in scoring position for Tyler Quinn with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes and 1 out. And Tyler drives him in. A line drive, base hit to center field. Timo Becerra trots home. The Knights lead it 6-0. Tyler Quinn with the RBI single to center. Tyler continues his outstanding summer. That's his 17th run batted in. And that'll bring Logan Johnstone to the plate. Logan aboard on an error in the first, scored one of the Knights' 5 runs. Flied to left field in the second. 6-0 Knights in the 4th in this series finale. James Boone comes to the plate. And the first pitch breaking ball in there for a strike to Logan. 0-1 the count. I don't know how many there are left drive-in movie shows. I missed the one out in Lebanon. A Walmart's there now. There was one in Dallas for many summers. I don't believe that's there anymore. Newburgh, I think, still has one. There might be 1 or 2 other drive-in screens still left in the state, but I don't think more than that. Newburgh's the only one that I'm absolutely certain of. The strike one pitch is in there for a strike and the count 0-2. We spent many summer evenings, pre-Corvallis nights, at the drive-in in Lebanon and had great times with family and friends and laying the blankets out on a summer night and watching the drive-in movie show. But those are, they've gone the way of payphones. A throw to first and back to the bag dives Tyler Quinn. 6-0 Knights in the bottom of the 4th. Boone delivers a soft fly ball to left field. Kleckner lost it. I'm not sure he was going to be able to catch it anyway, but he lost it in the sun and plays it on a couple of hops, and there just wasn't anything Cole could do. Logan Johnstone drops the single into left. Stopping at second base is Tyler Quinn. Mason Lee to the plate. Mason has drawn a walk and scored and had an infield single. 6-0 Knights, bottom of the 4th inning. Trying to take full control of this one and win their 11th straight tonight and maintain a hold on first against the 2 nipping at their heels in Yakima Valley and Portland, each a game back at the start of the night. The pitch gets through. The catcher, Nate Stevens, rolls towards the Knights' dugout. It's a passed ball on Nate Stevens, enabling Quinn to go to third and Logan Johnstone to second. 1 ball and no strikes, meanwhile, to Mason, who has a chance to drive in a run or 2 right here with a base hit. 6-0. The Knights in front with 1 out, and Coach Tommy Richards not instructing his infielders to adjust. They're neither halfway nor in. They're at normal depth. Boone will work out of the stretch. The 1-0 pitch on the way outside from James. Ball 2, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Now, it could be that I'm conflating Joe South. Now, there's a drive-in show where the meadow used to grow, strawberries used to grow well. Yes. Maybe I am. Mason Lee, a high pop foul on the right side. First baseman Cade Christ is there to reach up and make the catch. 2 down, and Kiko Romero to the plate. 6-0 Knights in the fourth. Mason not able to get the run in with an out. Good pitch by James Boone. Yeah, I believe so, but the general drift is they've covered up the old swimming hole. Interstate 90, a sight to behold. There you go. All the songs coming back now, but they all mix in after a while. But yes, Don't It Make You Want to Go Home is Joe South's meditation on the drive-in show where the meadow used to grow and the strawberries used to grow wild. Beautiful song. Kiko Romero swinging and missing at the first pitch, 0-1 the count. Bottom of the fourth, 6-0 Knights. Runners at second and third and 2 down. Tyler Quinn at third, Logan Johnstone at second. Kiko trying to get them both in. The strike one pitch missing from James Boone. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Borleski Stadium in Walla Walla, the venue tomorrow. And that is a little different. 108 degrees expected. Heat advisories are out all over the county up there. The 1-1 pitch on the way nearly hit Kiko. He twists out of the way of it, and the count 2-1. It seems, if memory serves, that we had a big heat with temperatures expected around 111 degrees last year in late June, and the Knights moved a game to 10 in the morning. I have a feeling Brooke was hoping that getaway day Sunday that there might be some consideration for that. Instead, they're going the other way and making the game at 7:30. Romero, a drive to left. Cole Kleckner goes back, fights the sun, reaches up just shy of the warning track, and backhands it in retreat. Good play by Cole to find it and catch it. And the Knights settle for 1 run here in the fourth and leave 2. At the end of 4, the Knights 6 and Walla Walla. That's tomorrow night. Springfield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Looking for someone to service your Volkswagen? Independent Auto Works has been taking care of Volkswagen since 1970, and their group of mechanics has over 80 years of combined experience working on Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works can help. Give them a call or stop by. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat-rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the fifth inning, 6-0 Knights. Ian Lawson to Sheehan O'Connor, high and inside. The 1-0 pitch off the mid of Ryan Stafford to the backstop. 2-0 the count. Sheehan struck out in the second. 6 strikeouts for Ian Lawson, 2 in each frame thus far. Ian has allowed a base runner in the form of an error and another one to a walk, but is yet to allow a hit. The 2-0 pitch to Sheehan, hit foul. Lawson back to the plate, misses low, ball 3, 3-1. Mitch Canham in the ballpark tonight, Oregon State head baseball coach. I saw Mitch's father, Mark, here earlier, and just saw Mitch wandering through the concourse, taking a look at Ian Lawson, amongst others. The 3-1 pitch is ball 4. A leadoff walk to Sheehan O'Connor here in the top of the 5th inning, with the Knights leading 6-0. And that'll bring to the plate Nate Stevens. The first pitch to Nate, check swing foul. And the count 0-1. Stevens struck out looking in the second. The Knights with 5 in the first. Tanner Smith, another Oregon State player, with the grand slam. The strike one pitch to Stevens is swung on and missed, and the count 0-2 to Nathan. No balls and 2 strikes in the series finale. The Knights seeking another sweep. This would be their 3rd in a row if they're able to make this lead stand up. The strike 2 pitch up and in from Ian. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Michael Soper, the on-deck hitter. Lawson works out of the stretch. Sheehan O'Connor held on at first by Tanner Smith. The 1-2 pitch to Nate Stevens taken. Strike 3 called. That is another called third that Ian Lawson has rung up here tonight. His 7th strikeout, and Michael Soper, the batter. 5 of the 7 strikeouts have been called third strike. So there's some deception going on with Ian's stuff tonight. Michael Soper flied to center in his first at-bat. Michael takes a strike here. No balls and 1 strike the count. The Knights will be back for a non-league game on Monday. It'll be a Go Beavs night. It kind of has that feel so far tonight with Lawson and Tanner Smith, but officially a Go Beavs night on Monday. Ian delivers off speed and high. The count 1-1 to Soper. 6-0 Knights here in the top of the 5th inning. When you visit Corvallis to catch Knights baseball, be sure to stay at your locally owned Best Western with the largest hotel rooms in the city and an outdoor heated pool. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. Ian Lawson back to the plate, misses inside to Soper, ball 2, 2-1. Sheehan O'Connor at first. Top of the 5th inning, the Knights in front, 6-0. Some activity will begin in the bullpen back of Lawson. Ian's 2-1 pitch swung on and missed in the count 2-2. Cam Day is the first to leave the dugout and head down to the bullpen. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Michael Soper with Cannon Reeder on deck. Coach Canham getting a look at an incoming player to Oregon State, and Cannon next. The 2-2 pitch swung on, foul tipped and held. Strike 3. 8 strikeouts for Ian Lawson, 2 in each inning, and here comes Cannon Reeder. Cannon against his future teammate. Hit a ground ball to third baseman Tyler Quinn in the 3rd inning. Reeder out of Summit High, and Ben, good athlete. The right-hander Ian Lawson issuing a leadoff walk, but has come back to strike out the next 2 drifters. He spins Cannon Reeder around with a fastball up around the chin. 1 ball and no strikes. And Bo Kearns pops out of the dugout and goes into his trot, with apologies to Ruby Keeler. He goes into his trot and will visit with Ian. Cam Day just got down to the Knights bullpen, so interesting the timing of the visit, in that Ian had struck out consecutive hitters. Michaela, the Knights trainer, walking across the field. I believe, with Will Clark. It is Will, who pitched very well last night down the road in Springdale. Good old Springdale, eh? No, good Springfield. And not sure what whether there's look like some sort of therapy will take place in another part of the ballpark. The pitch on the way, fastball foul back, and the count 1-1. But Bo going out to visit with Ian Lawson, but I do think there was partly an intent to give Cam Day a chance to ready himself for what could be an entry into the ball game in the fifth. Ian in no trouble at all, up 6-0, has not allowed a hit through 4 2/3. Breaking ball misses, and he's behind the count 2-1 to Cannon Reeder. Cannon from Summit High School, recruited by Oregon, by Washington State, by UCSB, by Kentucky. The Mountain Valley Conference Player of the Year. And has a bright future here with the Beavs. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. The Knights leading Springfield 6-0. The 2-1 pitch to Cannon, taken for a strike, and the count 2-2. Coming down the stretch of home games, the Knights with Go Beavs night on Monday, Two Towns Tuesday on Tuesday, Knocking Point Wine Wednesday, Wilson Motors night next Thursday. Free tickets still available at Wilson Motors at 5th and Buchanan. Cannon Reeder swings and strokes it to center field. Base hit. Logan Johnstone plays the baseball on a hop. Stopping at second base is Sheehan O'Connor. And that will bring to the plate Cole Kleckner. Two on and 2 out. Kleckner, the left-handed hitter, has struck out and flied to left. That was the first hit of the ball game, collected by Cannon Reeder here in the top of the 5th. But here's another one following that. A line drive base hit to center. Sheehan O'Connor will score, and racing to third is Cannon Reeder. And Springfield, having been no hit through 4 2/3, gets back-to-back base hits. They're on the board, and the Knights lead cut to 6-1. Good swing by Cole Kleckner to drive in Sheehan O'Connor. Reeder to third, Brooke Knight heading out, and that'll be it for Ian Lawson. So Ian not quite able to get through it. He had 2 strikeouts in the inning. And I think he wanted to get that final out to be officially in the books with a chance to get a win. He'll come out. He didn't end the way he wanted to, but he pitched very well. 8 strikeouts through 4 2/3. 2 hits allowed. They were bunched here, back-to-back base hits. Now, Cam Day, a right-hander, went down to the bullpen, but he will not be the first up. It looks as though we'll see Brady Maylett, and we will, coming out of the bullpen. And this call to the pen is sponsored by All Pro Property Services, your locally owned option for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Relax, we've got the bases covered. All Pro Property Services. Find them on Facebook. Brady Maylett in, 6-1 Knights, top of the 5th. Back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
There I was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound. When are you gonna start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint? I'll do it, but not today. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including
unless
testing.
it changes, but that's the plan for now, yes.
Your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Brady Malett, the left-hander, in his first pitch, missing low. Now the 1-0 pitch, ripped foul down the left field line. Cannon Reeder jumping out of the way of it. Brady Malett on for Ian Lawson here in the top of the fifth inning. With the Knights leading 6-1, the Drifters with runners at first and third and 2 down. Reeder at third, Kleckner at first, Malett from the stretch. Brady delivers a cue ball up along first, foul. I thought for a moment that ball might roll back there. It had so much spin and English on it. Tanner Smith does receive in foul territory to run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Knights trying to get through this and still be in pretty good shape in their quest to make it 11 consecutive wins. Already in the postseason, powered by Pioneer Connect by virtue of winning the first half. Home field advantage goes with that distinction. The 1-2 pitch from Brady misses just outside, ball 2, 2-2. Antonsen at the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Brady's 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. Good job by Trevor just to get a piece of it to stay alive. Two and two the count, with the Knights seeing the no-hit and shutout bid end here in the fifth. Springfield trying to add on. The 2-2 pitch missing from Brady. Ball 3, 3-2. Had the pleasure of meeting Brady's sister here last week, the last time, in fact, that Brady pitched. His time has been limited this summer, 9 1/3 innings, 10 hits. His 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Nice job by Brady. Coming out of the bullpen to strike out Trevor Antonsen. Between Lawson and Malett, that's 9 strikeouts through the first 5 innings. After 4.5 here at Goss Stadium, the Knights 6 and the Springfield Drifters 1 on 1240 Joe Radio. Back in 2.
Built upon a
Did you get that? We got a new pitcher. Let's go 2 again.
The Kubota L
Thank
Series
you.
is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup, rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Addison Maddox is the new pitcher. He competes at the University of Hawaii. From Edmonds, Washington, Maddox takes over from James Boone in the bottom of the 5th inning here. Six. Ryan Stafford, Brady Lavoie, and Titus Dimitru against Maddox. The first pitch to Ryan hit high in the air down the right field line. Taylor Holder a long run and can't get it in foul territory. Not quite the triangulation we saw 4 Junes ago in Omaha, but it had a look. It had a feel to it. Right fielder coming in, second baseman going out, Cade Chris, the first baseman, going out. This was a tougher chance than that one was, but the result is the same. The ball plops between 3 drifters. It plopped between 3 Razorbacks, and the rest is glorious history. No balls and a strike to Ryan Stafford, who singled to center and grounded to third. 6-1 Knights, bottom of the 5th. Maddox to the plate, breaking ball, taken, strike 2, 0-2. Stafford has swung the bat well. The young man out of Cal Poly, where he had a freshman All-America season, awaits the strike 2 pitch. Misses high and away, does Addison Maddox. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddox with a T, double T, M-A-T-T-I-X. Addison to the plate. And only 1 D, unlike Joseph. Missing high and inside is Maddox. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A-D-I-S-O-N and Maddox. Not as in the underrated character Maddox with 2 Ds in Lancaster's Lawman. One of his better little-known films. If you just say Lawman into your deal, have it come up and watch it. It's good. Burt Lancaster, Lawman. Lee J. Cobb good in it too. But he does Lancaster Maddox in that. Now Addison Maddox to the plate, and Ryan Stafford an inside-out swing and a base hit to right field. Ryan takes an aggressive turn and will hold. Taylor Holder moving over to his right to get the ball back in. Nice job of hitting by Ryan Stafford. He can flat out hit. That was Ethan Lovelace's description the first day that Ryan joined the club. He said, tell me something about this new player. Do you know anything about Stafford? He goes, yeah, he can hit. Lovelace has been proven true. And tonight, a single to center, a sharp ground out to third, wherein he had a base hit taken away. Now he uses the right side with a base hit to right. So all 3 parts of the diamond he's used. He's 2 for 3. Brady Lavoie swings and rolls 1 foul outside of third. No balls and a strike. Brady with a sacrifice fly and is doubled to left. 6-1 Knights, bottom of the 5th inning. Ryan with the protective mitten on his right hand for base running purposes, getting his lead held on by Christ. Lavoie takes a breaking ball for a strike. The count 0-2. Coach Knight going through the signs at third. Ed Nags coaching at first. Warm, pleasant evening in the Mid-Valley. I'm hoping that I will use the word pleasant at some point in Walla Walla this weekend. The strike 2 pitch on the way. Check swing. Did Brady go? No, says the base umpire. Close. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. I'm not sure how much cooling we're going to see from the highs of 108. But 7:30 starts, it should help a little bit. I think maybe by 10 o'clock, Pleasant might come into play. Breaking ball to Lavoie just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Blake Neiman did a little research. He's running the live stream when I was querying about the number of drive-in movie screens still left in the Beaver State. I think there's 3, and one of them's in Milton Freewater. A swimming hole and a drive-in. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses. A late break by Stafford. Ryan, though, gets in with a stolen base. Good job by Ryan. Just a good baseball player. Stafford picks up his 3rd stolen base in as many attempts. For the Knights, they're 115th this summer in 45 games. They lead it 6-1. The stolen base puts him in good position to score on a Lavoie base hit. Brady at least could move the runner. We'll see. 3-2 the count to Lavoie. Maddox delivers a ground ball, backhanded it short by O'Connor. He has only one play, and it's to first. And on a hop, Cade Christ not able to dig it out, and Lavoie is aboard. Stafford breaking on the ball hit in front of him. A rule of thumb is make sure the ball clears, but again, Ryan, a very intelligent ball player and base runner, saw that the only way that the ball wouldn't get through the infield would be if O'Connor laid out and dived, and even if Sheehan did that and came up with the ball cleanly, which he did, he wouldn't have the wherewithal to throw Stafford out at third. So Ryan safely in. It's a base hit for Brady Lavoie. And the Knights with runners at the corners and nobody out for Titus Dimitru, whose father Daniel is in the ballpark tonight. First pitch to Titus, misses high and inside, ball 1, 1-0. Let me complete the list that Blake brought by. LeGrand has a drive-in, Milton Freewater has a drive-in, and the aforementioned Newberg. Those are the only 3 drive-in screens left in our state. The 1-0 pitch, a chopper wide of third. Soper goes to Antonsen for 1. On to first for the double play to get Dimitru on the 5-4-3 twin killing. On the play, Stafford comes in to score. No run batted in for Dimitru. The Knights lead it 7-1. And Tanner Smith, the primary reason the Knights are comfortably in front with his grand slam back in the first inning, will come to the plate. Tanner popped to second in the 4th. 7-1 Knights, bottom of the 5th inning as Tanner steps in against Addison Maddox. Breaking ball strike, 0-1 to Tanner. We used to have, and I never did get to see, I don't know if I believe it would still be in the Corvallis city limits. But between Corvallis and Albany on Highway 20, about halfway, was there not a drive-in screen that many of you enjoyed for many summers? The strike 2 pitch after Tanner Smith fouls it at the plate, taken down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Paul, how long has that been gone? 10 years? I would say longer because I've lived in Corvallis for 23 and never saw it. So the Midway Drive-In, and the marquee is still on a building downtown now in downtown Corvallis. The 1-2 pitch missing high, ball 2, 2-2. Maddox back to the plate, breaking ball grounded back of third. Soper with a good hop, fields and throws. A nice stretch by Cade Christ for the out. Yeah, how time flies. Paul says, how long is it? About 10 years. I've lived in Corvallis since 99, and there was no drive-in screen on Highway 20 then. So maybe, Blake, that's your next. 30 years. Paul said 10. Life is too good, Paul. It's going too fast. 30 years, according to Garrett Dworshak, since the Midway Drive-In shut down. I bet many of you had a lot of great summer nights out there. I wish it were still there. We go to the 6th. It's the Knights 7 and Springfield 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
I got here at 90 and I saw the screen
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals.
We are doing it. I'm probably going to be on it, but not do the whole game. But yeah, we are doing it.
8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the sixth inning, the Knights leading 7-1. Brady Malett delivers to Dane Frazier. A chopper up along third, charged by Tyler Quinn. Gloves cleanly and throws cleanly across to Tanner Smith. One away in the sixth. Cade Christ, the batter. Cade has been aboard on an error and struck out. Brady Malett works out of the stretch with nobody on. Comes to the plate. Fastball misses down and away. 1-0 the count. Taylor Holder on deck. Brady again from the stretch. Comes back with a 1-0 pitch fouled at the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Blake tells me there are 4 drive-in screens in the state. So we've got LeGrand, Milton, Freewater, and Newburgh. The mystery is where is the 4th. Ground ball to short. Timo Becerra up with it. Throws across to Tanner Smith. 2 down. I think Amy Weiss may have found it. What is the 4th?
Sutherland, Oregon.
In Sutherland? Sutherland's got one. Okay, thank you.
It's an RV park.
Ah, yes, I've seen that. It's an RV park. My father used to live just outside of Sutherland. Lived in a lot of places down that direction. North Bank Road, not far from the colliding rivers near Glide. But also lived in Sutherland for a spell. Taylor Holder, a fly ball to left field. Titus Dimitru backs up. The ball carries on him a little bit, but Titus stays with it to make the catch. And it's an easy 1-2-3 inning. But just speaking of the drive-ins, whether in Sutherland, Milton, Freewater, Newburgh, or LeGrand, I missed them. I don't know if any of you even remember the last time you went, but you had fun, didn't you? Yes, we did. We go to the bottom of the sixth, the Knights 7 and Springfield 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Do you ever experience headaches, or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights!
1240 Joe Radio.
What? Catching? Oh, you announced him as a catcher. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Ryan Fowler takes over as the catcher. Addison Maddox still in as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Fowler taking over for Nate Stevens with the Knights leading 7-1. Addison Maddox ready to go to Timo Becerra. Timo will be followed by Tyler Quinn and then Logan Johnstone. Amy tells me that she has friends this very moment. Amy Weiss, Sean's mom. We haven't seen Sean for a while. He was close to getting in last night, but Briley Knight worked his way through. But has friends this very moment in Park City, Utah, at a drive-in. I'm happy for them. The pitch to Becerra missing, the 1-0 offering. Addison Maddox delivers away for ball 2, 2-0. Timo Becerra, Tyler Quinn, and Logan Johnstone. Bottom of the sixth, the Knights in front, 7-1. Another beautiful night for baseball here in the Mid-Valley. Ground ball slowly to short. Sheehan O'Connor up with it for the Drifters. Throws to first just in time. Ed Nags wasn't so sure. He kind of kicked his leg out in hoping for a different call. Becerra hustling down the line, nearly got a leg hit on the infield single, but is called out. And Tyler Quinn, the batter. Tyler has grounded to third and singled home a run. First Alternative Co-op is your community-owned grocery store, providing fresh, local, and organic groceries since 1970. First pitch to Tyler misses down and away. The Co-op makes it easy for you and your family to buy local and eat healthy. Everyone is welcome at the First Alternative Co-op with fresh brewed coffees, house-made pastries, delicious salads, and much, much more. The First Alternative Co-op. The pitch, a strike. The count 1-1 to Tyler Quinn. Maddox's breaking ball just missed. 2-1 the count. Logan Johnstone on deck. Maddox following left-hander James Boone. Gets in on the fists of Tyler Quinn, but he muscles it into right center field. A diving attempt by Reeder. Not able to catch it. Taylor Holder gets to the baseball, but not in time to prevent Tyler Quinn from racing into second with a double. With one away here in the sixth inning. Tyler now 2 for 3. Pretty good effort by Reeder. And not a bad pitch by Addison Maddox. He got up and in on Tyler, who just muscled that baby into right center. Showing some genuine strength to be able to get that pitch into a spot where Reeder was unable to come up with it. And now Logan Johnstone at the plate. Maddox to the plate with a fastball in there for a strike. Logan has been aboard on an error, fly to left, and singled to left. 7 runs, 10 hits for the Knights. 1 run, 2 hits for Springfield. I see a pop over here to my right looking into Urchin Alley over the rail, the fence right behind where we are situated. And I haven't called it very often tonight. Very little action in the alley this evening. 1 ball and 1 strike to Logan Johnstone. We won't see it with a left-handed hitter at the plate. Out of the stretch works Maddox. Addison delivers. Sprayed foul Waldo Way. And I mention Waldo Way every so often. That became, at the suggestion of a Knights fan a couple of summers ago, the designation for the area opposite Urchin Alley, thus behind the third base dugout and in front of Waldo Hall, which was built the same year this diamond was laid out. Johnstone, a ground ball slowly to second. Antonsen charges on the play. Quinn advances to third. 2 down and Mason Lee, the batter. Waldo Hall was named for Clara Waldo, the wife of an Oregon Supreme Court justice named John Waldo, and the first woman to serve on OAC's Board of Regents. Oregon Agricultural College Board of Regents. Waldo Hall, named for Clara Waldo, and built in 1907. It served as a residence hall, a women's dorm in 07, and a residence hall until 1965. The pitch from Addison Maddox gets by the catcher, Ryan Fowler, and to the backstop. And down the line to score is Tyler Quinn on the wild pitch. And the Knights lead it 8-1. Meanwhile, the count 2-0 to Mason Lee. Maddox back to the plate. The 2-0 pitch missing. Ball 3-0. Tyler Quinn, a one-out double, goes to third on a ground out, scores on the wild pitch. And the Knights continue to have a firm grip on this one. The 3-0 pitch to Mason Lee misses outside, ball 4. And Kiko Romero will come to the plate. Kiko has lined out, grounded out, and flied out. He's hit the ball well all 3 times. Nothing to show for it, 0 for 3. 8-1 Knights in the bottom of the 6th. Kiko takes the fast one from Addison Maddox a little bit low. Ball 1, 1-0. Waldo Hall is now the home of since 1907, as home plate has been in the same spot right down here below us since that same year, 1907, in this ballpark, the oldest ballpark in the country for continuous use. 2 balls and no strikes to Kiko Romero. The Knights leading 8-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. They've scored a run here in the 6th. Mason Lee at first with 2 down. Addison Maddox to the plate. The 2-0 breaking ball in there for a strike. 2-1 to Kiko. If your home, office, or investment property is dingy, dirty, or worn, we recommend All Pro Property Services. They've helped thousands get the best out of their properties. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered, from investment, renovations, facility services, housekeeping, move-out, cleans, and more. We recommend All Pro Property Services. Kiko swings at the 2-1 pitch and doesn't get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, an 8-1 Knights lead in the bottom of the 6th. Addison Maddox from the stretch delivers. Kiko rips it foul. That one just over the glove of the fan who caught one earlier, and he holds his hands upward, and now, after the fact, lamenting that he didn't jump for it. Kept his feet on the cement down there in the lower grandstand area. Had he leapt, he might have had 2 souvenirs on the night. Addison Maddox is making his 6th appearance this summer with the Drifters. The young man from Edmonds, Washington, University of Hawaii bound, awaiting the signal, and now delivers a 2-2 pitch. Again, hit sharply, but right at somebody. Trevor Antonsen, the second baseman, fields and throws Kiko out. Kiko a pretty robust 0 for 4. The Knights settle for 1 here in the 6th on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 7th. The Knights 8 and Springfield 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
When you think of Albin's, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Knights 8 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Springfield 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. Brady Malett goes to work on Sheehan O'Connor and starts him with a strike. 0-1 to Sheehan, who has struck out and walked. The strike one pitch missing to Sheehan. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Malett chooses to work from the stretch with nobody on. O'Connor, granted time by the home plate umpire, backs out for a moment. The Knights scoring 5 runs in the first inning and have been in full control. A 2-hopper to the shortstop, Timo Becerra, and his throw pulls Tanner Smith off the bag. The Knights with their second error of the evening. This one a throwing miscue on Sheehan O'Connor, allowing Sheehan O'Connor to get on the throw by Becerra. Ryan Fowler, the hitter, his first at-bat of the ballgame. Nathan Stevens struck out looking twice. Fowler swings, and it's a 2-hopper towards Mason Lee. He goes to Becerra for 1, and that's all. Second baseman Mason Lee to Timo Becerra, who will be handling the lion's share of shortstop duties down the stretch in the absence of Xander Darby. Spencer Scott will also see some time there, and Mason Lee, who just started that play, 4-6 on the fielder's choice, may also see some time at short. 1 away. Ryan Fowler aboard on the fielder's choice here in the top of the 7th. And the batter is Michael Soper. And the first pitch to Michael is in there for a strike. Soper, the left-hand hitting third baseman, has flied to center and struck out. The 0-1 pitch from Brady Malett is in there for strike 2. 0-2 to Michael Soper. Sheehan O'Connor aboard on the error, a young man from Everett Community College. The pitch to Soper swung on and fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. Brady Malett kicks and comes to the plate. Fastball up. Soper takes it, and the count 1-2. On deck is Cannon Reeder. 8-1 Knights in the 6th. Tanner Smith a grand slam in the first. The Knights scored 5 in the first. They've added runs in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Malett delivers a 1-2 pitch that just missed, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brady Malett, left-hander from Utah, delivers a 2-2 pitch, a line drive into left center field for a base hit. Logan Johnston over to cut it off, hesitating, now heading to third base, and getting there safely is Ryan Fowler. And into second base goes Michael Soper, a double to left center field. And Cannon Reeder will come to the plate. The Knights comfortably in front at 8-1, but this represents an opportunity for the Drifters to kind of hang in. They did that last night. The Knights ended up winning 9-6, but Springfield put pressure on inning after inning. There was just 1-1-2-3 frame for the Knights in the ballgame. The Drifters left 16 men on, so they had chances and ended up pulling within 3 before falling. A fly ball into left center field. Moving over is Logan Johnstone for the catch. Tagging is Fowler and will score. That's an exchange the Knights gladly take. A sacrifice fly for Cannon Reeder, an RBI for Cannon, but the Knights get the second out of the inning. And the lead cut to 8-2 with Cole Kleckner coming to the plate. Cole has struck out looking, flied to left field, and had an RBI single. The first pitch to Cole misses down and away. Ball 1, 1-0. Michael Soper at second base with 2 down. 8-2 Knights in the 7th. Mail to the plate, in there for a strike. The count 1-1. Brady Maillet and Ryan Stafford, the battery for the Knights. Tanner Smith at first, Mason Lee at second, Timo Becerra at short, Tyler Quinn at third, Titus Dimitru in left, Logan Johnstone in center, Brady Lavoie in right. The 1-1 pitch missing high, ball 2, 2-1. Brady Maillet picking up for Ian Lawson, who had a very good start here tonight. Brady kicks and comes with a 2-1 pitch. That's down and away, ball 3, 3-1. Brady turns his back on home plate for a moment, a little bit of a stroll down the back of the mound. Big left-hander, 6'5", 220 from South Jordan, Utah, and Gary Henderson's program at the University of Utah. Behind here, 3-1, leading 8-2 in the 7th. Brady delivers a strike, and the count goes full to 3-2 to Cole Kleckner. Kleckner from Wilsonville High School up the road, competes at Lane Community College in Eugene. 3-2 to the left-hand hitting Kleckner. The 3-2 pitch with Soper going is hit foul in front of the Knights dugout. Soper taking liberties, the Knights in front 8-2 and not really getting held by either Becerra or Lee. Lee has swung way over at second base, so it's up to Becerra to try to keep the runner close. Soper was able to take off, this time getting bird-dogged a little bit more. 3-2 the count. Maillet delivers outside for ball 4. Cole Kleckner drawing a walk, and that brings Trevor Antonsen to the plate. Antonsen was the first hitter that runners at first and third, 2 down. Tanner Smith comes over from first base to visit with Maillet. Ryan Stafford also heads out to the mound. And Bo Kearns with a very slow stroll. The other time we saw him go out, he went out at a lope or a canter out to the hill. But here, just a walk at the walk, and heads out to visit with Brady Maillet. And that gives the ball players for the Knights up the middle, Mason Lee and Timo Becerra, a chance to visit with the runner, Michael Soper. These guys, for all of these teams in the league, put in a great deal of time in the summer. The Knights, perhaps, just based on conversations I've had with some of the players who have shared with me conversations they have. We'll leave the organizations unnamed, but players from some of the other teams have asked such things of Knights players as, why do you guys work so hard? It's summer ball. And if there's many franchises, I think most of these teams work very hard in the summer and are dedicated to playing the game the right way and trying to win. But I'm sure there are degrees in all 16 franchises, and the Knights have been the standard bearer in so many respects, trying to win a 6th straight championship this summer. The first pitch to Antonsen misses for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch taken by Trevor for a strike, 1-1 the count. It's covered You can find them on Facebook. 1240 Joe Radio.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, food, suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The layers of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic.
You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
We set them up, you knock them down. Oh, clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down.
Tractor, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E and LynnBentonTractor.com.
12-4. Leading 8-4. The Drifters have scored 3 in the inning to tighten matters up. 31 innings. Sean Weiss has thrown 30. The first pitch to Drifters to within 4. The pitch in there for a strike. Good fastball from Caden. Average of 2.32. Comes to the plate, the 1-2 pitch, lifted to right. Brady Lavoie going over and back. He has a play and makes the catch. Caden Siegel comes in to get the final out of the 7th. The Drifters, though, and 1 man left. 7th inning stretch time. Take me out to the ball game, presented again by our friends. We head to the bottom of the 7th. A new pitcher coming in for the.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. Since they're open 7
West of the Sunset Shopping Center for tools and equipment for home, farm, and business. Check out Philomath Rental.
Locally owned and operated for many friends and customers for your continued support, and look forward to working with you on your next Corvallis floor covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to Corvallis Floor Covering.
The time to really listen to you. Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Foremost Process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, number
Champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Right-hander Eli Holbert, the new pitcher for the Springfield Drifters as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Knights leading Springfield 8-4, with the Drifters getting 3 in the top half of the frame. Ryan Stafford swings at a 1-0 pitch and hits it foul to the right and out of play. Still very little action in Urchin Alley tonight. Eli, the third pitcher of the evening for Springfield. Ryan is 2 for 3 and has scored 2 runs. Holbert making his 14th appearance, delivers to Stafford, a looper to shallow right. Holder will have to play it on a hop. Another 3-hit ball game for Ryan Stafford. He made his debut against the Portland Pickles with a 3-hit game, and he gets his 3rd hit tonight. A bloop single to right, and the batter will be Brady Lavoie. Okay, and Paul has just found something for me. A new Lincoln City Drive-In brings classic experience to Central Orange just as throwbacks. Ethan Lovelace will bat for Brady Lavoie here against the right-hander Eli Holbert. But Lincoln City has reinvented the wheel. Hey, how about a place where you can drive your car? Somebody, what, really? Yeah, let's call it a drive. Couldn't quite, from Paul's screenshot that he showed me. I don't know if it's happening now this summer or it's going to, but that's nice to know. Thank you for that, Paul. Ethan Lovelace pinch hitting for Brady Lavoie. In fair territory, the catcher Fowler pounces on it a couple of feet up the third baseline and throws Lovelace out. But Ethan does his job with the sacrifice perfectly placed. Here in the bottom of the seventh, Ryan Stafford into second. The sacrifice. Lavoie had a sacrifice fly, a double to left, and an infield single. But Ethan Lovelace, who's been swinging a good bat here down the stretch, gets the bunt down. Stafford in scoring position. Holbert to the plate. First pitch misses outside, ball one. Holbert has worked 22 hits, 13 earned, 10 walks, 16 strikeouts. Eli Holbert from Adley-Rutschman country, Sherwood High School, attends Everett Community College. Eli is Ryan Fowler and knows that it would have been too risky to try to come down the line. Stafford stays put at third. The count to Tanner is a chance for a 5 RBI night here, looking for the 2-out hit. Slices one foul down the right field line, heading towards Casey corner and out of play. Big kid leaning in, getting the sign. Holbert 40, delivers to Tanner. Big exaggerated stretch taken by Holbert. He runs his 3. In that, Elias raises his arms high over his head. One holder. Taylor moves in and over a few steps near the line to make the catch. And the Knights, playing for a run here in the bottom of the seventh, come up empty. No runs ahead, a man left. Radio.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great experience tradition fried chicken dumplings or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Thai Express, locally and veteran owned. It's same, but different.
Looking for someone to service your Volkswagen? Independent Auto Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works can help. Give them a call.
Satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
This is Mike Residential and Commercial Jobs. They Thank treat you. your home like it's their home. Pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-40
Joe Radio.
Cade Chris, Taylor Holder, and Sheehan O'Connell hitters for the first pitch. Fastball to Cade, swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Cade has been aboard on an error, struck out, and the pitch on the way. Hit high in the air, foul. This one is heading for Urchin Alley and gets there. One of, I think maybe just 2 or 3 baseballs to Cade Christ. Caden, who came on last inning to quell the rally for Springfield. Drifters had scored 3 and had a runner at third. Caden got the final out. Now he delivers high and inside. The 1-2 breaking ball just missed from Caden, and that evens the count at 2-2. Taylor Holder on deck, 2-time quarter. Hit foul again, back towards the alley. And that one actually got on top of the Dixon Recreation roof and rolls away. No souvenir to be had. In the 8th, Caden kicks and delivers. Strike 3 called. The ball dropped by Ryan Stafford, but he applies the tag on Cade Christ for the out. Caden's high school coach is here, Spencer Scott's coach as well. The high school coach, Mark, I believe is his name, one of the assistant coaches there. Had the chance to meet him before the ball game today. Since the Alley getting busy here late, top of the 8th. 8 runs, 11 hits for the Knights, 4 runs, 4 hits for Springfield. 0-1 to Taylor in a homecoming of sorts. Out of Crescent Valley High School takes high. 1-1 the count. Taylor has walked, flied to center, and flied to left. Caden back to the plate. Fastball swung on and missed in the count 1-2. She and O'Connor on deck. An airplane flying. We don't see this too often during Knights ball games, but there's an airplane flying as we look out beyond left center field. Foul ball hit into the stands just below the McGrath family press box sign, and a youngster comes up with it very happily. Celebrates. There's only one ball. Baseball that Holder just fouled into the stands. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Siegel to the plate, misses high, ball 2, 2-2. We were talking earlier this summer about the outstanding director, John Sales. And Sales, one of his best touches, that's hit foul into the alley again. Boy, the kids are getting busy. Well, when an airplane flew over in the 1919 World Series, the dugout's emptied. That was novel enough in 1919 to have a plane flying over the ballpark at Comiskey that teams came out and then a ball player thrown out in effigy, right? Something like that is strange when going about his excellent films. That must have happened, and he must have read about it because he put it in the film and it worked. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 8-4 Knights. The 3-2 pitch popped up on the right side. Going out is Mason Lee. Lee, the second baseman, way out there, stays with it in front of Ethan Lovelace to make the catch. Tired all 3 batters that he's faced. And Sheehan O'Connor comes to the plate, or will he? Looks like we'll for Sheehan. Sheehan O'Connor, not Sinead. It gets me thinking of a pretty good bit by Phil Hartman as Frank talk show. I will say that Phil Hartman, late great talent, his bit as Frank Sinatra, I don't even remember what the skit or the scene was, but I remember he was interviewing in sort of a rough, brusque style, Frank Sinatra-esque, and it was good. So no more Sinbad O'Connor or Sinead O'Connor or Sheehan O'Connor. Sheehan is out. The from Caden is low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. 8-4 Knights in the 8th. Dominic Hellman pinch hitting for O'Connor. Takes a fastball. Set it in. Big infielder. The 2-1 pitch taken a little low and away. Ball 3, 3-1. The pitch appeared eerily close to the last one, which was called a strike. Caden back to the plate. Fastball down and away, ball 4. Siegel thought that he had hit a spot with a pitch that was called a strike and tried to come back to the same spot twice in a row, but the umpire a little less generous. Hellman draws the pinch hit walk, and Ryan Fowler first play. The Drifters scored 3 runs last inning, so they're still alive in this one. Caden Siegel looking for the 3rd out here in the 8th. The pitch missing to ball and no strikes the count. Tanner Smith holding on Dominic Hellman. Siegel's 1-0 pitch lifted foul to the left, Waldo away, and the count 1-1. Sponsored fireworks show. We've got another one coming to close the regular season on August 6th. Check swing and a fastball, but he went around in the count 1-2. If you live or work in one of 24 Western or Central Oregon counties, you're entitled to membership privileges and the full financial services at Oregon State Credit Union, investing in all of our communities. And a throw late down to the shortstop, Timo Becerra, not in time. A good effort by Ryan Stafford getting to the ball, and a good slide by Hellman. He's into second, hand first slide, and was able to get it into the bag before Becerra came sweeping around with the tag. Nice effort on both Ryan Stafford and Timo's part. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ryan, and Siegel trying to keep the lead at a much more comfortable 4 runs. Comes to 2, fastball taken, strike 3 called. And Caden Siegel shuts the door on the Drifters in the 8th. No run. The Knights 8 and the Drifters 4 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com. On Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis, Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an extension before it fails, and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at Dave's Performance Hybrids.
And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing? With 46 years in business, they have what? Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning. .com. 4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
In Southern California is the new pitcher for the Springfield Drifters, preparing to the scheduled hitters. The Knights leading the Drifters 8-4. Out. Chavez nods yes. Diego kicks and comes back with a 1-0 pitch. Becerra, a line drive down the right field line, fair, and headed for the corner. Taylor Holder chases it down. Becerra. Brook Knight played for a run last inning. Ryan Stafford opened the 7th with a base hit. Ethan Lovelace, as a pinch hitter for Brady LeBoy, asked to sacrifice, and Ethan got the bunt down. What he asked Tyler Quinn to do. Tyler is 2 for 3, likely swinging away, but wouldn't be surprised. The count 0-1. Both corner infielders even with their bags at third, understanding and respecting Brooks. Pitch is in the turf off the chest protector of Ryan Fowler. 1-1. Diego Chavez, the 4th pitcher of the evening, making his 14 ERA of 3.78. The 1-1 pitch to Tyler is hit foul into Urchin Alley to our right. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tyler with Logan Johnstone on deck. In Walla Walla tomorrow near Milton. 1954. Breaking ball, speaking of strong, belted to left field. Off the top of the fence it goes. Timo Becerra will score. Into second base goes Tyler Quinn with a double, and the Knights lead it 9-4. For 4, nobody out. 9-4 Knights. Logan Johnstone and grounded to second. The Milton Freewater drive-in going strong. Heads up base running though by Tyler Quinn. He didn't see the umpire throw his hands in the air, so Tyler was ready to jet to third. 4 runs, 4 hits for the Springfield Drifters. A ground ball up the middle, a diving stop. Good effort though by Antonsen to keep the run from scoring, but Johnstone does. Good effort by Trevor Antonsen, now playing at shortstop for the Drifters here. Michael Soper and a Kelman into left field for a base hit. Tyler Quinn trots home. Into second base goes Logan Johnstone and Mason Lee. And we'll see a pitching change made here as Diego Chavez, not fooling anybody, has given up 2 doubles and 2 singles, and he'll come out of the ball game. in the bottom of the 8th. The Knights have pushed the lead back to a comfortable 6 runs at 10-4. We'll see a new 15 hits for the Knights tonight. 2 runs already here in the bottom of the 8th. They're looking for more when we return. 10-4 Corvallis back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. To be exact, so if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing. We set them up, you knock them down. Island Bowl. Family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important tools and resources to help you reach your goals, and we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Jones, member SIPC.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and explore one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai.
1240 Joe Radio.
Caden DeLozier is called out of the bullpen. Keith Hessler, the pitching coach, here in the bottom of the 8th inning with the Knights leading 10-4. Runners at first and second. The infield fly rule. Romero swings at the first pitch, and it's a high pop fly on the left side. Dominic Hellman makes with the game pretty much out of hand. The Knights comfortably in front, 10-4 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Briley Knight work in on the mound and kept Springfield from continuing what was a pretty good comeback bid. Caden DeLozier making his first appearance in a league game. A good hitter. DeLozier misses with the first pitch low. The 1-0 pitch hit high and deep by Stafford to left, but it's playable. Cole Kleckner drifts back and makes the catch. Stafford looking for his 4th hit and didn't quite get all of it, but drove the ball well for the out in deep left. 2 down. And a nice job by DeLozier, the position player, brought out of the bullpen to try to end this troublesome 8th inning where the Knights have scored 2 to essentially. DeLozier ready to go to Ethan, getting his second plate appearance. He swings at the first pitch, a fly ball to left. Cole Kleckner is there. He makes the catch, and that's nice work by Caden DeLozier. Position player comes in and gets a pop out and a couple of fly balls, and the Knights settled for 2 in the 8th. We go to the 9th. It's the Knights 10 and Springfield 4 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Mow, dig, haul, lift.
We are
the
good on
versatile
spots,
Kubota
Mike.
BX Series subcompact tractor.
Okay,
does it
thank
all.
you.
Easy to switch
Are
attachments.
Friday and Saturday
a smooth
still at
hydrostatic
7:05?
transmission.
No, all
BX
three
Series
games are
is part of our
7:30
under
now.
100
All
horsepower
three.
tractor
Okay,
lineup
thank
rated
you.
Yeah, are you doing all three?
Talk
I
to your
got
local
Friday,
Kubota dealer
Saturday,
today to
TJ has
schedule a
Sunday,
demo.
and then I'm
Go to
doing the rest.
KubotaUSA.com.
Okay, thank you.
Full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Michael Soper leads things off for the Springfield Drifters in the top of the ninth inning. The Knights leading 10-4. Caden Siegel's first pitch, a strike. Soper chases the 0-1 pitch down around his ankles, doesn't get it. 0-2 the count. 1,767 in the ballpark tonight. Thank you for joining us and look forward to seeing you again on Monday as the Knights play their final games at home next week during the regular season. The 1-1 pitch, or the 0-2 pitch, misses. 1-2 the count to Soper. Siegel to the plate, swung out and missed. The pitch was down in the turf. Ryan Stafford makes the throw to Tanner Smith for the strikeout. 2-3. One away. 3 strikeouts now for Caden. And Cannon Reeder to the plate. Cannon is grounded to first, single to center, and had a sacrifice fly. The Knights getting 5 runs in the first, 4 of them on Tanner Smith's grand slam. 4 homers during the week in this ballpark, albeit 3 of them in the non-league affair Monday against the Northwest Star Academy. But still, that's a good week. First pitch from Caden, a strike to Reeder. The Knights 5 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 2 in the eighth. The Drifters a run in the fifth and 3 in the seventh. Siegel strike 1, breaking ball misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cole Kleckner on deck. Slight breezes blowing the flag out in left center field. The 1-1 pitch, a fly ball to shallow right. Going out is Mason Lee to flag it. 2 down. Siegel and the Knights are an out away from their 11th consecutive win. What a great run they're on as they try to keep the momentum rolling to a 6th straight West Coast League championship. The Knights have home field advantage in the playoffs by virtue of winning the first half. The first pitch swung on and fouled at the plate, a big rip. Cole Kleckner fouling at the plate, no balls and a strike. The trip to Walla Walla, the last extended trip, and it's only 3 days, but a long trip. Road games coming up in Ridgefield, a couple of them, but that's just kind of a little trip up the road. That can't quite, that's not the apt description for our journey to Walla Walla coming. The 1-1 pitch on the way, hit foul to the left, and the Knights are a strike away. On this warm Thursday night, it'll be a hot Friday night and a hot Saturday night and a hot Sunday night in Walla Walla. Temperatures expected around 108 degrees by day all 3 days. And we'll be coming to you from Walla Walla, Borleski Stadium for 7:30 games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The pitch hit foul, back of the plate by Kleckner. 1-2, 2 down, nobody on. Siegel delivers, and Caden just missed with a breaking ball away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the ninth, 10-4 Knights. And another quality ball game for this red-hot club. The 2-2 pitch missing high. And the count goes full to 3-2 to Cole Kleckner, who has struck out, flied to left, had an RBI single, walked, and scored. Siegel turns and comes to the plate with a 3-2 pitch, a grounder to Tanner Smith at first. Tanner takes it to the bag himself, and behold, the Knights have won 11 in a row. Another great night for the Knights before 1,767, 10 runs, 15 hits, and 2 errors for the Knights. 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Springfield Drifters. 11 straight wins for the Knights, who will try to keep it going in Walla Walla tomorrow night at 7:30. 5 runs in the first, the key to the ball game. Tanner Smith, a grand slam home run. Timo Becerra and Tyler Quinn in the bottom of the order with big nights. Becerra with a pair of doubles and scored 2 runs. Tyler Quinn had 3 hits, 2 doubles, and drove in 2. Logan Johnstone had a 2-hit ball game. Mason Lee 2 hits and an RBI. Kiko Romero hit the ball well, ended up with no hits. Ryan Stafford a 3-hit game and scored twice. Brady Lavoie and Brady had a sacrifice fly and a double. The Knights getting good pitching from Ian Lawson, Brady Malett, and Caden Siegel, and defeat the Drifters by a final score of 8-4, 1,767 on hand. We're going to make the trip to Walla Walla. We'll try to survive the next 3 nights and look forward to seeing you back here Monday against the Northwest Star Nighthawks. That's going to do it for us here tonight. For Garrett Dworshak and for Paul Blackburn and all of the drive-in information and Blake Neiman and everybody involved, thank you for tuning our way and hope you will tomorrow from Walla Walla. 107 degrees expected tomorrow. We hope to come to you in the cool of the evening, relatively speaking, tomorrow night, 7:30 at Borleski Stadium. Again, our final score tonight, the Corvallis Knights 10 and the Springfield Drifters 4. See you tomorrow in Walla Walla on 1240 Joe Radio.